What's going on? You're tuned into 2FootTalk, summertime edition. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, Mr. Burr Oaks himself. Oaks, what it do?
Shit, man. Higher than fucking Satan's dick out here, dude. It's like 87. Just got back from a run, stopped over at the pool, took a quick dip, and now I'm ready to do 2FootTalk.
Gold Cup and FIFA Club World Cup futures, Birdman hand rub. Oh, wow, what a rough subject. But
I would not back Team USA right now.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think for that one, but we'll get some stuff off our chest. Not a lot since, there wasn't a lot to.
Can I start with one?
Go ahead, do you?
Brazil, Serie A. I know a lot of guys are out on international duty. I could use 4 games right now.
That's actually the first one on my list is Brazilian Serie A. I have nothing to do today now. Fuck you. What am I supposed to talk to a family member? No, that's not what I want to do. I have literally that, and then I have Lamine Yamal, and this is a genuine fuck you. Like, wow, hold that. And I love how quickly we switch back to, well, guys, he's only 17.
Yeah, dude, come on,
you can't be a 17-year-old. Shut the fuck up then. Everyone was literally preying on your downfall because all the meat riders were just thinking, oh my God, he could beat Ronaldo. Yeah, 40-year-old Ronaldo. Oh, wow. Lamine Yamal beat him with a penalty kick or something, whatever bullshit you wanted to go. Shout out Morata for missing the least Madrista thing you've ever done. And then, I had to just go it felt like 10 days, I think, without any Brazilian league. And I see all the Brazilian teams still playing. We got the Club World Cup, we got Sudamericana, Copa Libertadores, Brazilian Cup, but at the same time, they weren't. So, easy it is to just blindly bet on both teams to score if it's just I know both their strikers. Brazil, that's one of the best feelings. You're closing, check an hour later. Oh, look, it's 3-2, and it's the 15th minute. Okay. So I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Facts.
All right, now introducing. We also have Mr. Nick Diani.
Hey, what's good, Nick?
I'm glad Nick's here because I have 2 names on this list for transfers that I really want him to be here for.
Yeah, obviously there's some stuff to talk about with the Italian men's national team. They look about as pathetic as the USA's B team looks right now. Look, and the weird thing is Italy's been crushing it in the under 21 and the under 17 shit, and these kids
all the ones that really matter that everyone cares about.
Damn right.
These kids just can't get any run. And I thought the coaching carousel in Serie A is always wild. It's just, it's interesting. So always happy to have Nick Diani.
It's the same 10 guys that just recycle
right, yeah,
jobs.
If you were born in Italy and you played football at some point, there's 22 of you and you're going to coach one of these teams.
Fact.
Here's the real problem is Ranieri turned down the Italy job to focus on Roma. So anyone that isn't a Roma fan, watch the fuck out. I'm kind of in on Nick's hot take of Roma. They might win the whole thing. I might bet them to win the whole Scudetto.
I'm going to tell you. You want me to get into it now, or are we waiting for a little bit?
Actually, let me do one more fuck you before we jump into Italian national team drama. Madrid fans on Twitter saying how glad they are that Don Carlo is gone. I want you to fucking hold that. Just when I bring it up to you every fucking time something inevitably goes wrong, because it will with the new manager, the expectation can't be to go 38-0 every season. I know that is the Madrid expectation. And it's dope to have a new coach and to have the board get behind our signings and actually go out and sign the things we needed that they didn't want to give Don Carlo so that they could get him out. I really want y'all to know that we really let one of the top 3 managers walking the face of the planet walk out the door because we didn't want to give money to support how he wanted to do the team, which is fine. You can close a chapter and move on to the next thing. Just I'm saving the tweets. I'm just saving the tweets, guys, because Brazil is going to be a problem here soon.
They need a striker really bad. And it's crazy to say that about Brazil, knowing all the names that are Brazilian. So it's kind of like the Italian national team.
Remember when we needed a striker after Ben's left and then we won everything?
Oh, I have complete faith in Don Carlo to figure it out. But
so yeah, fuck you to Brazil to Don Carlo haters, especially Madrid fans.
I don't know if this is true because Carlo's there now. Because technically, couldn't he just raise his eyebrow and then they win a World Cup?
And then what was I gonna say? Oh, the Pulisic drama. Just shut the fuck up. The guy played 1 billion minutes and he's very injury prone. Shut the fuck up. He's good. He also needs to play at Milan because they're gonna have a new manager and that team is gonna get run through the fucking ringer. I'm an AC Milan guy. That team's in shambles. It's fucking disgusting. They gotta figure it the fuck out.
But dude, didn't you see that Kyle Walker was over there?
Oh yeah. I don't know. You got really good. You're really good up front. There's a lot of talent there up front. You just need 4 guys at the back who actually play defense. And I'm sorry, but Theo Hernandez ain't it. Like, he just ain't it.
Bro, he was about to go to Madrid. What do you mean?
He thought. Psych.
All right, Nick, do you need to get anything off your chest about the Italian national team, or is it healthy to let you just be silent about it?
Whatever you guys want to do. My gripe is kind of like Oaks's gripe. It's not even with the Italian team or the federation. They've been a joke for 20 fucking years at this point. That's just a fact. My gripe is with people. Oh, hey, listen, we had to step in for a tournament and save football. That's awesome. Respect to us for that.
Yep.
But the reality is that the fans also need to get a fucking grip. This team is in crisis. They've been in crisis. So doing the same shit over and over is not going to get you out of crisis. And they have this thing, much like England had for a very long time. Oh, we have to have a domestic manager. We have to have an Italian manager. Well, look what the fuck that's gotten us for the last 20 years.
You, dog?
A World Cup and a Euro title in the last 20 years.
Technically, I keep saying 20 years, but like the World Cup in my mind is past that, even though it's not. It's 2006. I know what you mean. Okay. That's kind of my thing. And they hang on to managers for too long. They appoint the wrong guys. Spalletti is a career loser manager. He won 1 title with Napoli. Fantastic accomplishment for him. But like he parlayed that into I can't get fired from this job. And it cost him at the Euros, and it cost him potentially now a World Cup qualification.
Yeah, when you don't give him a striker like Osimhen and a left wing like Kvaratskhelia, you're going to have problems.
Pretty much. So that's my big fucking gripe. They're like the names they're throwing out there, Cannavaro, Gattuso, De Rossi, these are not managers. No. They're not top managers. They're not bottom managers. They get fired from every fucking where they go. Legendary players does not make you a good manager. Happens in some cases.
Or Pellegrini, those sound pretty Italian. Does those cover anything for you?
No shit. So they were talking about Mourinho, and like it's not even a rumor. It's not even remotely close to being real. But like the concept of Mourinho is exactly what they need to go after. It needs to be a complete revolution. Somebody outside the box, somebody that's not tied into the league, that's not tied into any particular club, favoritism, players, this and that. Complete teardown. And Oaks, you just mentioned, they're crushing all of the fucking youth international tournaments. They were in 3 finals, the under 17, the under 19, the under 21. I think they only won 1 of them. But in any case, really good youth products. And then these guys don't get to play after that. They get to go and sit the bench for mediocre 27-year-old foreign players. And it sucks. It's just a fucking really bad washed mentality. And they're not going to get out of it. It's not going to happen overnight. Doesn't matter who they appoint as manager, but you got to start somewhere. And it has to be radically, radically different. I just watched the under 17 tournament, and they had the player that led the tournament in goals. And I looked where he played, and thank God he plays for Borussia Dortmund. because that means he will fucking develop and actually get some time. Yep. He just got added to their Club World Cup roster. He might even get some fucking time here in the US. Thank God. Because if that dude was playing on any other fucking team, he'd be benched until he's 24. So radical shift is needed. You saw it with fucking France after they missed one World Cup. You saw it with fucking Spain. You saw it with Germany. And they're all top teams now. So that's my gripe. And yeah, the US don't look any fucking better while we're on it. Because you mentioned that. Thank God they're a fucking host nation, because they wouldn't qualify for this goddamn World Cup if that wasn't the case. You mentioned Pulisic. I'm 100% with you that he's tired is number one, but number two, this coach needs to figure out who else is capable of playing. Pulisic is not a question mark. That dude is a bona fide starter for the United States. Doesn't matter. He needs fucking
he was backpacking the club while Greg was there. Like,
oh, did Nick freeze?
Maybe
he was mid rant. Look at him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Nick. It's you do need to figure out what else you have in your team, and it's okay for Pulisic to say, "Yo, guys, I have a bad history of injuries. I'm tired as fuck. I played all over with AC Milan. I played UCL ball. I played, in two finals for AC. They beat Inter twice. They played in the Coppa Italia final and whatever the other domestic one is. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. The one thing that I will say that sucks is it's not like AC Milan has their shit together. If this was a stronger offseason for AC Milan, it's all good, man. If this was a stronger offseason for AC Milan and they weren't going through the coaching carousel and turning the team over, I'd be like, this is actually probably better for Pulisic. Stay there, train with the club, train with the team, make sure you have your spot established, because you are going to play 60 plus matches again next season, and be healthy, be fit, and keep playing with, top talent and a side that should be competing for a UCL spot in Italy next season.
I thought we were essentially just saying, fuck Landon Donovan and Tim Howard and Clint Dempsey. Yo, respect what you guys did, but also shut the fuck up. Right. None of you have played as long or of a season or at as high of a level as Pulisic had to. Now, you had some good runs. Clint Dempsey had some magical runs. He might have played some UCL ball. Same with Landon, but barely. Pulisic is playing for a top club in the world right now, and he's playing week in, week out. This is a great segue also to my first question I have for you guys. Who the fuck cares about the Gold Cup? Does anyone actually care?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, like,
you're going to be upset if the United States doesn't win?
No.
Well, after what I've seen out of them since Poch took over, no. But yes, like in a normal year, yeah, I think they should win it. There's no excuse not to.
In a normal year, but right now, does anyone give a fuck about the Gold Cup? Look at the roster we're sending and think about how you'd feel if you were like, oh, USA lost in groups. Dang it.
No,
I feel pretty shitty.
I'm not. It would be pretty shitty because you can't.
I already feel shitty about the United States national team.
Yeah, you can't get grouped in the Gold Cup. That would be pathetic. But
what do you mean? They lost to Trinidad and Tobago for a fucking World Cup qualifier. We've lost bigger matches to shittier teams. Like, it's just I'm not getting up for the Gold Cup this year. I honestly didn't even know it was starting this weekend.
I'm getting up for it. I'm getting up for it for exactly what Myron the kid said. It's because I am super pumped about Jesse Marsh and this Canadian men's national team. That's my squad going into Gold Cup. I hope the U.S. does well. It's going to be really tough to put money on them, though.
You just take overs because their defense is fucking terrible.
It's trash. It's so goddamn trash. Also, I know since we are talking U.S. men's national team and stuff like that, Turner to Nottingham Forest, is that what we're seeing? Nottingham, you wanted a UCL spot, you fumbled the bag, and you think the answer is to go get Matt Turner.
Isn't that just his return clause?
I don't know.
He was already on Nottingham Forest.
No, but he's loaned from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought Nottingham Forest got him outright from Arsenal.
Oh, I don't know.
And then sent him over to, like, I assume they're calling him back to either make more money or because the deal is not working.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not sure.
That man just let in 4 goals to fucking the Swiss.
Did he though? Like we putting that on him?
I'm not going to put it all on him.
Hold on.
And the other thing I want to mention is this Swiss team was what, round of 16, round of 8,
and they brought their fucking A team. Like,
yeah, they were around 8 team.
Yeah, and you were like, "Yo, who's going to score?" And I told you Mbolo.
And he did.
And he fucking did, and like 5 other people did.
Yeah, and the USA couldn't even get us a self-respect goal. That was embarrassing.
I don't have any. I'm just looking at a 4-0 score line, and it all happened in the first half.
Yeah, I turned it off, to be honest with you. After the Swiss got that 4th goal, I'm like, I have better shit to do with my day.
I'm not saying that like the full blame goes on Matt Turner, but he did not help himself at all.
That's true. Like, I did see a really shitty turnover that led directly to a goal.
Well, that's been the story of
that's his MO.
Like fucking 180 minutes of U.S. men's national team.
Yo, dude, just yeet it down there and hope somebody wins a 50-50 ball. And when they don't, it comes right back in my face.
Run in a straight line and pressure someone. We need Pulisic.
Man, I don't know who we need less than your boy Johnny right now, though. That dude had a disastrous 2 games.
Yeah, he did.
So let's turn that into.
Yeah, but he's still taking shots, which is the only thing I'm betting.
And on the upside, it keeps him in Bertice's price range where he belongs.
Yeah, no, I think
I don't need Tottenham coming calling to try and fucking get that deal back.
Yeah, fuck that.
Also, how do you fire Big Ange? Like, honestly, that's the Spursiest Spurs shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Haven't won a trophy in 68 years. Guy basically all but guarantees one at the beginning of the season, puts his fucking dick on the table, then wins you a trophy, and you're like, nah, we're straight.
I feel like it just plays right into how much nobody gives a fuck about that 3rd European competition. It couldn't. Tottenham winning a trophy couldn't keep their manager there. That's how meaningless that trophy is. Because if any Tottenham fans were talking shit about how you won a European title or any of that, it couldn't even keep
Europa. That was the 2nd tier trophy too. And Tottenham was like, "Hey, get fucked."
Yeah, get out. Yeah, he guaranteed you Champions League football, which is essentially what you wanted in the Premier League. And he
delivered, and then you told him to get fucked.
Y'all have given out contracts for way less. That's all.
Big Ange to Italy. Who says no?
Yo, give me Big Ange at fucking AC Milan, dog. Fuck it.
And they still won a trophy. What did y'all do? I'm gonna assume
and they're still playing Champions League football, dude.
I'm assuming that's an Arsenal's fan. Guess what? And they still won a trophy, and you didn't. Look at that. All right. So if you guys pay so much about the Gold Cup, also I'm gonna need a couple futures because I don't even know who's playing in it.
Wait, hold. Wait, I gotta apologize on there. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, wait.
So I have a. Oh, we already had a thing for this. Congratulations to Leg.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, I'm a big chirper of Leg in private, not in public, because I don't do my friends like that. But I always joke about his love for Arda Güler, and I'm just going at him like, "Yo,
that was wild."
Well, like, what does this dude even do? Like, are you kidding me? Like, it was seconds after he just missed a wide open. Like, dude was left completely open in the box, misses the net. I'm like, oh, let me just start chirping Leg real quick. He's fuck this. I'm betting anytime goal scorer right this second. That's it. Johnny has the fucking giveaway right off of Güler, right into the net.
Yep.
Egg all over my face. So I said I would apologize. He scored the goal. Congratulations.
He actually got man of the match.
I don't know how or why, but respect.
You ever get 38 messages in a row from your boys going at it about Arda Güler? And you're like, yo, I was just trying to fucking take a shit and eat some lunch, dog.
I was literally to the point where I was like, yo, if you're watching Arda Güler and you just don't know ball. If you're watching Arda Güler and you think he sucks, if you watch 20 minutes of Arda Güler, you're going to tell me he sucks. That's why I'm like, you don't know ball.
The don't know ball accusations were flying.
No, this goes back to our big spat late last year when I said Turkey was garbage and Leg was flying the Arda flag. But yes, he's a very classy player. He's very good. I'm not knocking that. I'm just busting balls.
You could have taken shots at fucking Yildiz, who did absolutely nothing and should not be playing at the 10, and Arda should just play wherever he wants on that pitch. But you went after Arda instead.
Yeah, because that's the guy you like. Like, what am I going to go after Yildiz for? So you can agree with me? Like, hey, man, Yildiz sucks. Yeah, you're right. End of conversation.
Yo,
I was working. It would have been fine. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Arda
right, I got you next game. Don't worry.
I was busy.
Not that busy.
I was like, what the fuck? This game already even started? I'm betting Arda right now. Fuck you, Nick. You fucking bitch. You don't know
welcome,
shit.
Dude. I got you a better price.
Yeah, actually, it's plus 250. It was sick. Or plus 260. So you just flip it. And I was like, tell me you scored. And then
what we're doing, congratulations. We're doing congratulations. Shout out Nick for having my back on Chicago Fire putting an absolute fucking molly-whopping.
Dude, it was so close. They almost
so close. Yeah, it was only 6-1. I think they had 4 in the first half.
Sure did.
And then even without Ben White, Vancouver still managed to pull it off there.
Dude, Vancouver's legit.
Helped by a first half red card by Seattle and then a second red card in the second half. But yeah, 2 standalone MLS games that we knocked the fuck out of the park at plus money.
It would have been way more fun if I remembered to fade you guys and then you guys lost your bet. But then when you started talking about it, I was like, fuck, I didn't bet against you guys. Oh, thank God. Wow, that's bad.
That was post Arda Gruler conversation. Yep. Leg was not done chirping, so he
I was like, I hope the Panthers are playing
He's like,
too.
who you betting for MLS? I'm going to fade the shit out of him.
Yep.
Don't do that.
That would have been bad. That would have ruined my day, probably.
It certainly would have.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to ask you my second question or talk to you about some transfers?
No, ask away.
Okay. FIFA Club World Cup. Do we care?
I would prefer that it didn't exist because my guys need rest.
Yeah. The only thing is I want the first trophy. So then if we don't win the entire thing, this was all a massive waste of time and it was stupid. But if we do win everything, then it's like, haha, I got it first. That's the only positive I see.
Dude, so they're
Madrid football.
They're struggling. I saw tickets in Philly going super, super cheap.
Really?
You could probably go for less than a cheesesteak, quite honestly. I was seeing like $15 tickets.
For what game?
The Juventus game for sure.
Oh, okay. I was like, the Real Madrid game, the fucking lowest price was like $300.
Yeah.
So if you can point me to the $15 tickets.
And then I saw it today and I responded to it. Hercules Gomez tweeted that the Miami, like they're playing like one of the Arab teams. I don't even remember which one. They're playing in Miami. And he was like, oh, FIFA's struggling so bad. They're offering buy one, get 4 tickets. Like,
dude,
I'm like, well, yeah, so you guys decided to put Inter Miami in Miami, where anybody who wants to see them can already go see them the entire year.
18, 20 times a year.
Instead of putting them elsewhere where people would be dying to go see them, and you put them against fucking team from Saudi Arabia that nobody's ever heard of, or wherever the fuck that team is from. Yeah, good call there, FIFA. Good job. So, no, I don't care.
Well,
dude, hold on, but Messi's
playing,
it's
that
bro.
FIFA's always on top of the ball, right?
Messi's playing, dude. I don't think you get it.
My bad. Forgot.
How often does Messi play in Miami? Come on, dude. It's still Messi. He might be wearing different shoes. Hey, these are my Club World Cup cleats. Everyone come check them out.
Possible.
Ali? Something like that.
I think I just ordered from that website like not too long ago.
Yeah. They're an Egyptian team from Cairo.
There you go.
Close enough.
Wait, we're Egyptian teams are in, but we couldn't get. Oh wait, no, there's some Brazilian teams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. All right, I take it back. Sorry, Egyptian League. I was gonna slander you, but Brazil's here. We're good.
Yeah, Palmeiras, Botafogo, Flamengo.
Yeah. All right, well, if we care about the Club World Cup, I have a couple games.
Go.
First things first. Thank you, Club World Cup. I can't wait to watch Atleti get pummeled into the ground by PSG on their little bullshit tour after they win the Champions League. And Atleti's going to try so hard. They love trying these preseason tournaments.
They sure do.
and they're gonna go balls to the wall. And I hope they still fucking lose because PSG is actually that deep. They could probably just put their youth players in. They just gave Griezmann a contract extension. They don't know what the fuck. They literally have Storloff and Alvarez, and they're like, you know what? Let's hold down Griezmann. What? So I'm excited to watch it because I think it's going to be ugly one way or the other. And we don't wish anything on any of these teams or anything, but like, wouldn't be surprised if something happened. Not saying what it is or that if I would ever hope that on an enemy team, but wouldn't be surprised. PSG versus LA kind of screams yellow card bloodbath to me, depending on the ref. Ooh, where are the refs from for the Club World Cup? They're definitely not using American ones, right?
I'm assuming they're bringing them in from all over. They're probably not. I don't even think we use American refs most of the time.
Yeah. Yo,
like MLS is still going on, so American refs will be reffing that.
Yeah.
Wait, but Messi's not playing. He's playing in the Club World Cup. They don't stop the whole league for that? But they all pay him, don't they? Oh, man.
They do.
What a confusing league.
It's the most confusing thing on the face of the planet because we can't have promotion relegation.
Yeah.
So I have another one that it's not going to be as competitive, but just as fun to watch. Fluminense versus Dortmund.
That'll be a
average age 21.3.
I'm so excited to watch this. Yeah, but the average age, you're either going to have like the 38-year-olds playing center back or just straight teenagers running 10 times the speed of them down the wings. If this isn't at least a 5-goal game, they've disappointed everyone. If you got tickets to this game, you made a great decision. There is going to be very little defense. You're going to see a lot of wild names that you either haven't seen in like 10 years or have never heard of before, which both these teams are very good at. Again,
shout out Joe Bellingham too. He's on Dortmund now.
Yeah, he did. That's on the transfer list. Bellingham to Dortmund. I was going to make a whole ordeal out of it about how didn't we see this like 3 years ago?
Oh, sorry, I ruined that.
I ruined it now. Yeah, the joke's gone. Do you think Joe will actually play in this one? Is he on their Club World Cup roster?
I believe that's why they got the deal done so quick with Sunderland.
Well, that's why we like forced our shit for the Argentine. And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just come in August and play for River Plate." And I was like, "Oh, now this guy's dead to me." Until he plays for my team, and then he's cool again. But right now, he's dead to me.
Where's this game?
Give me one.
A lot of questions.
I mean, you have the fucking name up on the screen, but whatever.
Yeah, and that's where my research.
It's at MetLife.
There you go. You're right there.
I'm not fucking going there.
A good styles matching complete bloodbath of a game that's coming up in the World Cup. Boca Juniors versus Benfica.
Yeah,
we see one goal and 18 cards in that game.
But my point is that who scores for Boca Juniors at this point in time? Who is there for?
Nobody. Every game in Argentina ends 1-0 or 0-0.
So I don't know. I thought about talking about that game until I looked at Boca Juniors roster and I was like, who the fuck are all these guys? Yo, Carlos Tevez, come play for one more year. I know you're 55 now, but throw on that Boca Juniors kid again really quick. You good for a penalty kick? Look, see, Myron knows MetLife, goodbye ACL and MCLs.
They did just tweeted a picture, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, with the new turf. So
yeah, they brought in grass.
Think of the link too. They're putting turf down. I'm just like, they're just gonna fuck it up, and this is just gonna be awful.
It never works when you overlay sod on fucking synthetic.
Yeah, I'm really upset my team's playing on it. That being said, we got Real Madrid versus Al Hilal. I have this one on here strictly because of Benzema reunion. Is that the right team? Am I wrong?
Good. I don't know.
Maybe. Looking now.
Wait, no, I think I might be wrong.
You are.
Yeah, that's the blue one, right? Al Hilal. So it's Ruben Neves in them. Who do they have up front? They have somebody cool.
They have Mitrovic up front.
Yeah, they have Mitrovic. They have I think they also have what's his face that came off of Nick's team. Midfielder.
Savage.
Yeah, SMS.
Yeah.
I just know that is one of the Saudi Arabian teams that I do recognize.
Yeah.
That one of the three. It's like them, Al Nasir, and then Al Ali, I think. Is that the green one with the palm tree? I don't know. Either way.
No.
This is why I'm also having trouble where I'm like, yo, do we really care about these games? Where like I'm trying to figure out what team this even is. Yeah, Ruben Neves and Milinkovic Savage. All right, and Koulibaly's on there still. Oh wow, that's the team that also got Bull from the goalie from Sevilla, and they got Lottie. Oh wow, they got a little Brazilian. Let's see, they got a nice little squad. We should beat their ass. It's just a bunch of La Liga rejects in my mind. But you know, I won't go there. It's a new season, new coach, new team coming in. The Messi Argentina killer. Oh, okay. That's who we have to look out for. Guys, we're getting the lowdown from Myron right now. That's who we have to look out for on Al Hilal. I'm looking at him. It's this 26-year-old.
Are we really?
What are we doing?
I know I said that entire World Cup was sus. Are we really buying that Saudi beat them straight up, or did they take a dive to let Saudi win that game and then get all the penalty kicks for the rest of the World Cup? Just asking questions.
You're putting a lot of theories out there that I might have been saying for a few years now, but I don't want you to do that. All right, you need to calm down. They all won odds so fair. Just like Qatar won the World Cup. So it started on a really good, fair note. So why would they ever fix anything? That would never happen. Thinking of fixing things. I do have to mention this. USA is playing Trinidad and Tobago in the first round of the Gold Cup. None of the players were there for the embarrassment, which feels a little bit wrong. It feels like we should at least put one on the roster. Like, even if, like, was Tim Ream not on the team? Like, what the fuck, Tim?
Not really. It's 50.
That's what I'm saying. So they didn't even pick him up. That's fucked up. And we're picking him up now. They're playing Trinidad and Tobago, though. There is a lot of bad blood strictly because they made us miss it. It's kind of like how we feel about Wondolowski now, too. If anyone says anything good about Wondolowski, I just assume they don't know ball. But Trinidad and Tobago, no matter who's playing, I don't care if it's USA C team, that is an absolute must-win game, and that will probably be the only game I'll be tuning into for the United States in the Gold Cup. Nick, tell me how they blow this.
They don't score a goal. I don't know.
That could happen, low key. Who's scoring?
We're giving up at least one. Right? Like, both teams to score in every USA game has to be automatic.
Unless they're playing Switzerland.
For US. See, what I really want to do is I want to take Trinidad and Tobago to score first.
You could.
And then that game would be so exciting, watching USA try everything they have in their bag to just equalize Trinidad and Tobago. I'm hoping they beat the shit out of them, but the funniest outcome for me would be if they scored first and USA didn't score until like the 90th minute. That would be fucking hilarious, in my opinion. I have zero aspirations of hope for the United States in this competition, and they're so much better than everyone else. What do you guys think about Poch as USA manager? I said the same thing to everyone, where I'm like, hey, I mean, it's kind of better than the old guy, but also, like, my expectations for them to be more successful did not go up. I wanted Mourinho. I want someone crazy that is known for winning. Because it's either going to work or it's not going to at all, and we're already there. So,
just for the press conferences.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, just for the press conferences, Mourinho.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the special one, please give me. Yeah, I will love Mourinho. Look, it was time for Greg to make his exit. I think he's in a good spot with the Fire. I think the Fire are playing well. I think they're building nice program over there. I think the same thing about Posh is when he got hired. He's a name. He's a guy. It seems like the national team organization and U.S. Soccer Federation is finally trying to take themselves seriously. But again, what are expectations? Like, you guys know we're not good enough to make the fucking quarterfinals of the World Cup, right? Like, we're just not. There's too many other good teams.
How many teams are they letting in those quarterfinals? Like, what kind of World Cup are we talking about? Are we talking
quarterfinals would imply that there's 4 teams left.
Yeah, I understand that, but like, are we talking like FIFA World Cup where it's like, hold on, is Messi or Ronaldo one of those teams? Let me just, we're gonna have the quarterfinals where there's actually 8 teams. And they're gonna play here, and then 8 teams are gonna play over here, and we're gonna add 2 more up there because they paid us. So I don't wanna poo-poo on too much US because they're just gonna keep adding more spots, and they'll get one eventually. Shit, we got an automatic one just into the competition right now.
But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, making it out of groups is another good achievement if we can win a round of 16 game, depending on who we get matched up again. But I just watched, like, I thought the U.S. played decent against the Netherlands when we lost 3-1 to them. But I just watched that Netherlands team absolutely skull fuck somebody 8-0. Yeah, if we get the Netherlands again, they are going to dog walk us out of the fucking building. Like, when you start talking about the best 16 teams in the world, do you think the U.S. deserves to be in that conversation under any manager? Because my answer for you is no, we don't have the talent.
And that's like kind of the reality that nobody wants to talk about. The U.S. talent pool is better than maybe it's ever been individually.
It's still not deep enough.
That's what I was going to say. Everybody else has improved also. Like, let's not pretend that the U.S. improved in soccer over the past fucking 15 years and every other nation on the planet just stood still, because that didn't fucking happen.
Brazil.
But that's, to be fair, like, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing these shows. That's why I'm so involved in soccer. I fell in love with the game. Soccer's growing here. We have a bigger soccer community and more soccer support. But we all know that the MLS is a fucking joke, and you're not a real serious player unless you go overseas and play. Like, don't get me wrong, there are good NCAA teams, but there's no path to go. Like, there's no path of youth development to get you into the NCAA, first of all, because half of those guys are all signing dudes from overseas to come over here that we're playing in fucking like Norwegian League 2 or fucking Italian Serie C. Like, they're signing 18, 19-year-olds from there who could make, like, I don't know, 12 grand a year playing in fucking semi-pro and Serie C, or they can come over here, go to college, party their fucking ass off, and not really have to work that goddamn hard because nobody knows what good football looks like over here. So yeah, the path to go from youth to into a developmental program to be a professional doesn't exist here in the United States. And until we figure that the fuck out, we're going to continue to not be a top 32 team in the world. It's that simple. We have the talent and we have the people to be good at soccer. We have elected to use a pay-for-play system that doesn't benefit us as a nation on the world stage of football.
Aren't we like 15th in the world right now?
Sure, but those rankings are all made up.
Doesn't mean shit.
Belgium was 1. They almost fucking choked a game to goddamn whoever the fuck.
They did choke both those games.
They did choke both of those games, but KDB scored the game-winning goal 4-3 last time they played. But yeah, Belgium,
did they blow a 2-0 lead?
They did. Yeah, they blew it. They completely blew a 2-0 lead.
All right, just making sure. All right. Anyone else have any more shit to talk on the United States men's national team?
Diego Luna, bro. I'm just hoping it's his tournament. I hope he gets fucking playing time. I hope he plays in a correct position to set himself up for success. But Poch doesn't seem to know how to put anybody in any correct position. So to answer your question, I think that he is one of the most overrated managers on the planet. Is it cool that somebody like him came over? I guess. Klinsmann, by my take, is like 10 times the manager Poch was. So just my 2 cents.
I actually completely agree with both because I felt the exact same way about Malik Tillman, where I was like, why do you have Malik Tillman playing D mid, bro? What are we doing?
Like, I was clowning Johnny, but Johnny was like, did not get set up for success.
Right.
And then I was going to say I haven't gotten up for the U.S. men's national team really since Klinsmann was the manager. And it's just sad that it's consistently going downhill. Since
the best manager we've had by far.
Yeah. All right. I got a rumor mill. First things first, Sane is in Turkey. Sane to Galatasaray is a done deal. He's
done deal.
Everything. I have no beef with Galatasaray. I actually like Galatasaray. I don't know how they have so much pull. I really don't. And mind you, it's Sane, but I'm talking like How do you get somebody who's playing for Bayern Munich to be like, you know what? Let me go over to Turkey. I know their stadium's awesome, their fans are crazy, but like, I don't know
Doesn't hurt
what he
that
wasn't.
Doesn't hurt that Osimhen said no to Saudi and Galatasaray has the money to pick up that contract either.
Do they have all the money for that?
Oh,
And
yeah. Mad oil money there.
all right, let's get it.
Listen, I think there's something to be said about, I don't know, what are you going to do? Win the Bundesliga again? Okay, cool. You don't have, now you go to
German.
No, is he?
Peak of German football. And he's like, let me go to Galatasaray.
You go and don't have to fight for your spot. Can go fucking party all night. They probably don't care. They are,
Spain.
you know, they're in the Champions League every fucking year and they make noise every year. So it's not really a huge downgrade. And if they're spending that money, to your point, and building something around it, it's like stress-free, dude. Like what, you know?
Hold on. You don't think that Bayern Munich to Galatasaray is a big downgrade?
Sure. Of course I do. But like, is it?
I mean, kind of. You're going from being like a top 5 club all time to
okay. You're gonna win in
30.
the fourth or fifth best league in the world, or you're gonna win in the 8th or 9th best league in the world. Okay.
One, you're competing for every single title in Europe, and the other one, you are the best team in Turkey. And you're German playing for the German national team. We're starting Bayern Munich, and then we're like, hey, you know what?
I don't know, dude. Bayern's going to retool and get 5 players better than him. You know what I mean? Like he might have been the guy for 2 years.
He picked a great time to leave.
That's yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't know. As a German, you think you would end up pulling like a Tommy Mueller? It's like I'm going to switch my role up, but I still want to be at this club, like a Nacho Fernandez type.
I think they're turning over a lot of stuff there at Bayern anyway, because I know Kimmich didn't get a new contract. Mueller's done.
Kimmich got a contract.
Did they gave him a contract? Okay.
Here's
another 1-year deal.
No,
follow me.
31.
Follow me on my story, on my analogy here.
What do you got?
You're the number 1 Wednesday night soccer betting podcast, and you're making $200 an episode to record this tonight. Turkish Wednesday night podcast hits you up and was like, hey man, instead of that 200 you're making, I'm gonna give you $2,000 every fucking Wednesday to record. You going over to that pod?
Yo, I'll fly to Turkey right the fuck now.
I was gonna say probably, but like we're comparing playing for fucking Bayern Munich to me just being in America on Wednesdays compared to Turkey.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm real dumb and I'm terrible with languages. I'd learn Turkish for that one.
I would just continue. I would post it in Turkey, but then continue to do exactly what I'm
doing. I know how to use AI subtitles.
Somebody else can turn them on. It'll be fine. Good luck.
I will need the Turkish word for John, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Good luck.
Don't know that it exists.
I don't think it exists either. Rhyming with Turkey. Ryan Cherky, he's going to City. What a douchebag! I'm not mad. I'm just really fucking disappointed.
I'm mad. What do you mean? Why the fuck aren't you mad?
And what's even
worse, he didn't go to Arsenal. That's good.
Got Reinders, and they are confirming them on the same day. And it's like, so where the fuck's everyone playing? Pep, super fucking genius. They also got Ait Nori and some other dude. When's financial fair play come for these motherfuckers?
No, dude, don't worry. We got Everton. Yo, don't worry. We clapped Everton's cheeks with a 9-point fucking reduction.
It's just shocking. And then people are like, oh, Pep City's going to look revamped. No shit. He just bought 6 more starters. What the fuck? And
they just spent $1 billion. That team better look good.
How many fucking people are playing? Like, there's only 3 spots for them in Pep's system. Who is Jack Grealish out?
He's gone.
He's
gone.
Like,
he's gone.
They're also not making all the money back. They spent over $100 million on Jack Grealish. I'll give you fucking $5 million for Jack Grealish.
He'll probably, with the English tax, they'll get 40 for him.
If it's over 30, I'll be fucking shocked. And that was some terrible business by that. You can tell they want him off the payroll. Like, you're doing them a favor by getting him.
I'm gonna twist it for you. If they get rid of Grealish for 40 and they paid 40 for Cherky, it's like getting Cherky for 100.
I don't think that's not how I feel at all.
That doesn't work that way?
No.
I think it is obviously the summer just started and we're going to go through a whole nother transfer window. I don't know that any team will pull off a better piece of business than getting Cherokee for 40 million. I think he is fucking
nobody else
incredible.
jumps on that. No one else.
Lazio was talking about him last year for like 12 million and they didn't fucking pull the trigger, and I want to slit my throat. So I like, so what I compare it to, and it's like Wirtz just went for 160 million to Liverpool. I think Wirtz is fucking nasty. To me, one of the top 5 players, young players in the game. Is he 5 times better than Cherokee at that contract? Like that's where I'm like, holy shit, City just did it again.
Well, at the same time, also Liverpool, is that really the absolute game changer? Is that what's going to hold this title for you? Because
you need a 9.
Because their back line didn't get any better.
You need a 9.
Oh, they need a forward. No, 100%. They need a forward. No,
dude,
they're gonna fucking eat 70 million on that Darwin Nunez deal too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why when Klopp kept crying poor, it was like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
But listen, man, when fucking what's his name goes through, Gakpo goes through his cold stretch, and Salah goes off to AFCON, and whatever, Wirtz is gonna fucking hold that team together.
Well, Wirtz is going to hold the team together anyway, and Mo Salah just got paid again, so he's going to fall off completely. Because
my problem is, like, what do you do with a guy like McAllister now? Like, you got some nasty guys in midfield that, yeah, they're young, but you just paid 160 million for Florian Wirtz.
What about Saba's blowjob?
I mean, he's fine. He's a fine player. Yeah. He can go somewhere else though. I mean, he's not a Liverpool academy.
He's got Wolfsburg written all over his fucking face. That's what I see when I look.
He came from RB Leipzig, right? So
actually, Manchester United pays 80 mil for him.
Good. I could easily see that. Man U is going. They're going to continue to do terrible business because they're not an actual football team. They're a T-shirt brand wearing football clothing.
Oh, Nick, I do have 2 transfers on here that I needed your direct opinion and reaction.
Hit me.
First one, it's official, baby. Kalulu to Juventus, $15 million deal from Milan. Milan might have just sold their best center back.
Idiotic. Yeah, I really don't understand it. And they like did it and had the workings in where like Allegri was going to come in and like say what you want about Allegri. His thing is defense. Like,
it's going to be trash to watch. But
he will turn a decent defender into a above average defender at worst. So, like you said, absolutely Milan's best defender the last 2 years, and you just let him go for nothing. I don't really get it.
Tomori guy though, but yeah, Kalulu is just something about him. I love his yellow cards too. They're always just so.
That's not a lot of money to a direct rival. Like, I just don't understand the business.
The thing I love about Allegri too is that he'll be like, "Yo, if you just like put Prime Dybala and Ronaldo up front, like I'll get a league title. I got you. I'll put whatever old heads back here, and we're gonna hold zeros, and hopefully one of those 2 score.
Pretty much.
Don't worry about it. So if Pulisic just goes off next year, you're telling me Milan could do it?
Could they do it? Yes. Will they? That's a tall task.
So again, talking Italy stuff. What are they going to do with Chuck Uwezi? Because if Chuck Uwezi's available for not a lot of money, he can be a fucking right wing for anybody. Like, I think that kid's dumb fucking talented. He'd be on the left. He can play on the right.
So the thing is, like, I think if Leao goes to Bayern, like they were saying, or if he goes somewhere.
God. I heard talks broke down.
Yeah, they did. But, I mean, if Leao goes, that pretty much solidifies like starting minutes for him, right? Because you're gonna have him and Pulisic, who I don't really know who's gonna play where, but doesn't matter. If you play a little bit of defense, Allegri will fucking get you in there, and you'll fucking be cemented in there. So, can they do it, Leg? You talked about Roma earlier. Like, Roma at plus 1,000 to me represents fantastic value to win a Scudetto. Do I think they're gonna do it?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
they got it.
Inter got worse. Juve got worse. Lazio got way worse. Atalanta got worse. Fiorentina got worse. I mean, Napoli is a favorite. They're a returning favorite.
Don't bring Fiorentina in this.
It's between Napoli and Roma for me today. Like, if you ask me today who are the 2 favorites, it's those 2 teams. So plus 1,000 is not a fucking bad number. Even Napoli plus 300 is a good fucking number.
And it's it's one of those things too where we always talk about it in the futures market. You don't always have to win. You do need to be sitting in February going, fuck, this is worth 4 times what I bet it at.
Yes.
That's really what you're looking for, because now you can buy a hedge and free roll your money.
Yes.
All right. I got a couple more rumors for you. Sesko to Arsenal. That makes me fucking sick. Apparently, Klopp also offered Sesko to Madrid, and we said no. I was like, well, what are we fucking looking for then? Because that's exactly what I wanted. That was exactly what I wanted up front. Gyökeres, whatever the fuck his name is.
Victor.
So apparently he has now said, I am not playing any more games for Sporting because they're trying to say, like, hey, we want this much money for him. And he was like, that's not what we agreed on. So there's apparently beef. They might not sell him, but they're asking for, I think, 65 or 80 mil, or he's worth.
I think they agreed on 65, but now they're asking for 80.
80, yeah, something like that.
But he's got a $100 million release clause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not discounting his career. His career is good. He had 3 really good months. 3 to 4 really, really good months. You're paying a lot of money. They got rid of his
manager, and then they benched him for saying, yo, who the fuck are you to sell the manager when we're trying to win UCL?
Yeah.
Which he has a point. Yeah, I thought that was good for him.
Hey, by the way, how does manager do anywhere? Like, just a terrible move for everybody.
It was,
I tried to warn so many Man U fans where I was like, if you give him like 3 to 4 years, let him make his signings and implement his system, there's obvious, like, it can be successful.
You might get out of 16th place this year, yeah.
No, because you have no patience.
No, they have no patience, so they rush buys in January. They think that'll fix it. Then they like, well, we're just going to go for this trophy.
They rush bought the coach in January. He said he didn't want to come until the summer transfer window, and they said, no, fuck you, job today or no job at all. And he said, well, fuck, all right, well, you threw Man U money at me, so yeah, obviously the answer is yes. But he came in there with the attitude that I thought was good, which is, yo, fuck you, this place is a piece of shit. I'm here because you had a bag, and you're either going to start listening to me or you're going to fire me, and you're going to continue to be shit. So your call.
Man U is one of the list of names on the Gyökeres list. It's like them. I think Liverpool was on it. I think Arsenal was on it. Barcelona's on it, which, I don't know how the fuck they can afford all this shit, but they're always there.
Talk about financial fair play.
Right, yeah.
Dude, we know they're doing illegal shit. It's just cool for them to do it. The league doesn't give a fuck.
Bro, they couldn't register Olmo and still played him and just told everybody to suck their dicks.
Yeah, straight up. Like, I have 2 more things. The first is Garnacho. Realistically, how much are you paying for him?
20 million tops.
They want 60.
Why? What's he done?
I don't know.
How has he improved since the very first game he ever played at Manchester United?
You remember that
any form of improvement?
Yo, Oaks, what about that bike though? Did he hit a bike?
Very Danny Ings of him to hit one bike and then go ghost for 8 weeks.
Yeah, but Danny Ings got paid after hitting a bike.
Facts.
So that's kind of the rules. He hit a bike.
Okay.
Paid him, man. Tell me he
did 20 million for that kid.
Tell me he didn't hit a bike. Did he hit a bike or not?
You know what the best business you could possibly do if you're in an Italian club right now? Go fucking buy Højlund back for pennies on the dollar and watch him just eat the fuck out of Serie A.
Yeah, that'd be funny too. I also never thought he ate at Serie A.
No,
I thought he was really good for that Atalanta squad. Also, that's another question.
That's an interchangeable. That's just a Ponzi scheme of fucking player inflation.
Hold on. Let me just look up the stats at Atalanta really quick for what we're considering.
He had 20 goal contributions.
For what we're considering 8 up.
He had 20 goal contributions that
season. 10 goals and 2 assists in 34 matches in the league.
In Serie A, yeah, he did a little bit. He did some other stuff in other
competitions. 1 goal in the Coppa Italia and 9 goals in the league. So eating up the league, I'm gonna need you to get to double digits.
Wait, while you're looking it up, what about Xerxes, who I was told ate up the league? How were his fucking numbers with Bologna that one year? I think dude had like 7 goals.
He had whoa, chill out. He had 11 goals. Chill the fuck out. He hit
Oh, my bad. He hit dubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Xerxes was the thing with Xerxes was he was so underpriced because nobody knew who the fuck he was, and he bagged 11 goals and you could still get his shot on target at even money.
Yeah, that too.
It was like a 26-year-old rookie, like just coming through.
All right, so Nick, it's not really my question yet. It's going to lead into my question, but KDB is going to Napoli. He loves the baby blue. Matches his hair, matches his eyes. So who's going to tell him that he's Robin?
To mix sauce's Batman?
That's Nick Sauce. Hold on. That is Nick Sauce's team.
Facts. There's no doubt. There's no fucking doubt. Hey, man, if KDB plays 25 games this year, I'm going to call it a massive fucking success for everybody.
He was free.
Right.
You know they're selling the fuck out of that jersey.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I hope he wears a cool number too. Like if he put on like 99 or something. What did Maradona wear? I would have him put 10. That number. I'll give him the 10. Sorry. Unless McSauce has it.
No, McSauce is 8.
Oh. Also, like, I don't know. I'm kind of if I don't.
Isn't Anguissa 99?
Yeah, maybe he's like 90 or something like that. He's up there.
He was like 98 or 96. I thought he was an off number. Is he 99?
No, he's up there though.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. In my head, it's going to work fucking beautifully. And McSauce is essentially going to play like a false 9. And KDB is just going to be pinging it off that fucking giant dome. And it's going to be beautiful to watch. If KDB is a dickhead and starts doing long shots or something, or thinks, I'm tired of giving it to this fucking Scottish kid, hit the fucking bricks, kid. This is Scotty's league. That's Scotty's fucking team. That's Scotty's city. As soon as he came in this bitch, they won. Get the fuck out of here. I kind of hope they lose just because KDB came in. And then Scott carries them to the next.
My favorite thing that has come out of last transfer window into this year is every single player that Man U way overpaid for and then had to sell for pennies on the dollar became instantly fucking 100 times better the second they left.
Yes.
That's been a thing.
Because that means that everything we've said and that we've said for a while is true. It's not the talent. It's the culture. It's the club. It's the locker room. It's the facilities. It's that, man, you need to look yourself in the mirror and go, I'm the problem. I need to fix myself.
Whoa. This is getting a little too real. You're scaring our Manchester.
Yeah. It's like the old saying, if everybody meets assholes, but if everybody you meet is an asshole, chances are you're the asshole, and that's why everybody you meet you think is an asshole.
No, I think all those people are assholes, dude. It's not me.
Right, because you're an asshole.
No, I think it's all them. Couldn't be me. My mom told me I was awesome.
Oh,
all right. That was all the transfers I have for you guys for this week. You can let me know and Oaks know down in the comments if we're supposed to give a fuck about the Gold Cup, because I know I don't. These two want to try to back America still. Maybe Pochettino will get his first trophy as a manager. Did he win the French League or did he lose?
He was at PSG.
It doesn't matter either way. Good call. All right. Make sure you guys buy some gear at tftdrip.com. That link is in the description, tftdrip.com. You can follow us on Twitter at TwoFootTalk, on X, whatever you want to call it, at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWO FootTalk. Links are all in the description. You can follow me at A Young Leg. You can follow Oaks at Burr Oaks and Mr. Nick Diani at Nick Diani. Anything to add, fellas? Oaks, what do we got baseball-wise coming up?
We had some early baseball today. Did really well. Hit 3 of 4 NRFIs/SRFIs. And then went 2-0 in strikeouts today. JP Sears absolutely dominated with 9 Ks, blowing his over 5.5 line, clean out the water. And Lodolo got his shit rocked by Cleveland early and got pulled halfway through the 4th inning. But still, Cleveland can't hit lefties for shit. So he went over 5.5 in a sweaty one at 12:30. But we got cashed on the first game of the day. So we are sitting at 5-1 today on baseball. And then I called it an afternoon. I went for a run. I went to the pool.
Hold on. I just bet a first basket in the NBA Finals, though. So who did I pick? If you pick it, I'm just gonna assume that's gonna hit. Also, I know you just said you're taking.
Give me what the Halliburton.
Oh, you took him. Damn, Nick, be my saving grace. Who did I pick?
Pascal
Siakam.
Yes, it was Siakam. All right, let's not go. All right, so it was Siakam. That was my last bet for the day, though.
But yeah, always appreciate Nick coming on the show. It's great getting together, talking with you guys. Always get some good angles and some good football takes. So always appreciate it.
That's not always true.
Always.
No, I text Nick, and that's not true.
Appreciate it.
Always get some good football takes unless they involve the Turkish men's national team.
Yeah, dude, you're just steady wrong.
Except for the fact that I was correct every single game that Turkey played.
Wait, so did USA win that game? And
Yeah,
Article didn't get man of the match?
No, okay. I meant in actual tournament.
That just contradicts exactly what you just said. You said
Okay.
every single Turkey match. I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, they beat the US. Sorry.
So it seems like you got one Welsh match, correct?
2 or 3.
I will say, if you guys, obviously hit me up anytime you want, during the week, especially, I will be doing live stuff for Club World Cup / Gold Cup. I don't know. Look, guys, it's cut your units down to a quarter, a half. We're shooting fucking darts in the dark here. I just like talking football. If you want to come on live streams, I'll happily talk through shit with you. No guarantees on these bets, though. Though we have been tearing it up in international play recently, it's not a long-term trend that tends to go up. It tends to have, you're either going to fucking slaughter it and cash everything, and then you're going to go 0 for 10. So just be prepared for the roller coaster. I like it because I just like getting on here and talking shit. So that's what I'll be doing. And y'all are welcome.
We're in.
Nick, anything to add?
That's it, man. Thank you guys for having me always.
All right, thanks for coming on. Other than that, guys, fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2 Foot Talk. We're out.
Yeah.